Right back, got you.
But baby, just listen to me. No, you hate that I'm running them streets. Baby, I'm trying to get to the breach. To get close, so I stay with the heat. If he lacking, we leave him deceased. The boy ain't no fucking with me. Got all of these hundreds on me. Too much rest, I can't fit in the brief. But baby, just listen to me. No, you hate that I'm running them streets. Baby, I'm trying to get to the breach. To get close, so I stay with the heat. If he lacking, we leave him deceased. The boy ain't no fucking with me. Got all of these hundreds on me. Too much rest, I can't fit in the brief. Rental form, mommy geeked up, but she keep gripping on my knee, no. But I can't trust her, she is skis up. She only want me cause my cheese up, but I'm just trying to do it better. Fuck a Glock, bitch, I told my Beretta. Too much icy, I'm changing the weather. Shorty love me cause I do it better. She see I got all the drip. VVS's, they all on my wrist. Promise I'm not gonna stop till I'm rich. Me and Brody gon' swerve in the whip. See, I'm just trying to count up the chips. Hey, niggas, they doubted me, they see I'm up now. All my brothers keeping him a tuck now. Please don't run up cause we quit the bus round. Tell that bitch come get with me. Like the gas, we gon' smell like a chimney. And I got all these 100s and 50s. Too much icy, I'm feeling real chilly. So just listen, little baby, just hit me. I'm just trying to cop me a Billy. So just listen, little baby, just hit me. I'm just trying to cop me a Billy. Little baby, just listen to me. Now you hate that I'm running them streets. Baby, I'm trying to get to the breach. So I stay with the heat. If he lacking, we leave him deceased. The boy ain't no fucking with me. Got all of these hundreds on me. Too much rest, I can't fit in the brief. Little baby, just listen to me. Now you hate that I'm running them streets. Baby, I'm trying to get to the breach. They get close, so I stay with the heat. If he lacking, we leave him deceased. The boy ain't no fucking with me. Got all of these hundreds on me. Too much rest, I can't fit in the brief.
From the bottom, only a couple still here, and we still here.
Never been a sucker, never been a hater, fuck it, get the paper. Niggas talking about they wanted, they was never hungry, never seen them chasing. I'm in Philly knocking core shit, trying to get the beamer with the door lift. Jonesy, my nigga from way back. I think I'm Malik and I shake that. 30 niggas with the same plan. Whipping coca was the game plan. Thought I was rich with like 8 grand until I got cuffed in that gray van. I put my all in this rap shit. Thinking about nights I was dead broke. Window shopping down on 5th Ave, trying to get a stripper with a big ass. Shooter my youngin', he with the shit. Druggy my nigga, he with the shit. You talking about Henny, go get the 5th. You hustle forever, won't get a brick. I'm trying to flex at the dealership. Bought me with the Fendi, that's cinnamon. My bitch from Korea looks cinnamon. I mix with a gangsta and gentleman. I hop out the drop in the system, be trembling. Police see us, they don't think that we innocent. They rather hear about somebody killing him. But turn on the radio station, records is playing, they feeling him. He floating like he got a pill in him. Ain't going nowhere, gotta deal with him. 30 bottles when I'm sitting on the couch, I'm living different now. 30 bitches in my section and they tryna take a picture now. 30 for the rollie, I can blow it on a couple strippers now. 30 young niggas looking up to me, I tell them get it now.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Don't matter who proud of you. Just do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Don't matter who proud of you. Just do what you gotta do.
We was in the checks, everybody sweating, trying to get a blunt. Notice on the door, tell the landlord we need another month. Roaches walking on my toothbrush, nigga, I come from the worst. Earl tried to get it, trapping, playing ball, and left a nigga hurt. Designing my everything, that's on my mama and everything. I never got love up in no court. Respect to your honor, I'll never bring. I rap every day of my life, nigga. They book me, I promise I'll never sing. We shop at the center out Beverly. That's Cali, you niggas could never see. The way that these real niggas look at shit. No dinner, my cousin was cooking shit. Baking soda in a Pyrex. I was born to be a star since a young and I was winning every contest. I'm just trying to keep my mom fresh. I'm just trying to keep my brother good. About to light me up another wood. 30 bottles when I'm sitting on the couch, I'm living different now. 30 bitches in my section and they trying to take a picture now. 30 for the rollie, I can blow it on a couple strippers now. 30 young niggas looking up to me, I tell them get it now.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Don't matter who proud of you. Just do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Don't matter who proud of you. Just do what you gotta do.
30 bottles when I'm sitting on the couch, I'm living different now. 30 bitches in my section and they tryna take a picture now. 30 for the rollie, I can blow it on a couple strippers now. 30 young niggas looking up to me, I tell them get it now.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Don't matter who proud of you. Just do what you gotta do.
Save up to $500 a
America we built.
See, wherever I go, stay ready, stay alert. I'm always prepared for whatever. I see me. There's a seat right here. You can see from all angles. I'm ready. It's time to get down to business. Game time.
Hi, honey. I know you just made it to the library, but love of my life, my hero, my lion, you forgot your A game. So come home, take it, and then you can go and conquer the world, black man. Oh, and one more thing. Would it kill you to just wear some socks? I'm just saying. Love you. And can you bring home some milk?
Oh, man. She's killing me. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna get my A game. I'm not putting socks on. I'm good. I'm fly. I'm fresh. I'm gonna stop at 7-Eleven and get some milk.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. Salute to everybody that's tuned in right now. If you are tuned in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Before we get into the show, I would like to let y'all know that there were some changes made. But before I let that be known, I want to say salute to the A Game family. Salute to the A Game Nation. And salute to everybody who support this channel. And what my announcement is I came up, well, not just me, but me and my big bro Father's Time. Salute to my brother Father's Time, man. We came up with a new name for you guys who support the chat, who support the channel. And that name is going to be Visionaries. You guys who are supporting the channel and who are supporting the chat, y'all are visionaries. Y'all are visionaries because y'all are supporting this channel. Y'all are supporting the cause that I am spearheading here on this channel, which is Heal Before We Build, which is Black Male Agency. And y'all believe in the vision. Y'all are living it. Y'all are supporting it. So y'all are visionaries, man. So that's my announcement before I get into today's show. You guys will be called the Visionaries. I definitely want to shout out Panda Berries. I appreciate you, sister, for helping me come up with a name. But we're going to go with visionaries. We're going to go with visionaries. So shout out to y'all, man. Salute once again to all the visionaries. Salute to the A-Game family. Salute to the A-Game nation. We back with another one right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And y'all see today's title. A poverty creation lifestyle. A poverty creation lifestyle. As y'all know, here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV and here in the A-Game Nation, A-Game family, and the Black manosphere, we are promoting that men have a value system, a comprehensive value system that will assess his life and help him become a better version of himself. So, with this being said, we understand also that the reason why a lot of us brothers are in the shape that we're in all facets of our life is because our values have been replaced with BS. We are now living on another value system, another man's value system. We all know who that man is. We don't have to say it, but we're living on another man's value system. This is why this value system is not working for us, brothers. And when we say that our values were replaced with BS, here's how they did it. What they did was they taught Black men to live from the outside in. You see, they taught us to go to live from wealth from 10 to 1. This is what they taught us. They taught us to live a backward value system. They taught us to live from the outside in. So this is why you hear most people say that the more money people get, the more spiritual a person gets. The more money a person have, usually the more money people give because they have more to actually give. You see? They taught us to live a backward lifestyle. Now, with them teaching us to go from 10 to 1, which is to start from wealth and then go to spiritual, what that creates or what that has created is a consumerist mindset. This has created a consumerist mindset in us men. Hence, the thumbnail that you see. See, I made that thumbnail what it is because that is the majority of us brothers today. That is a perfect example of the consumerist mindset, the backward value system. That is the direct example of it. Going from wealth to spiritual, from 10 to 1. This has made us a consumer. And what we don't understand is the consumerist value system is based off of capitalism. You see? And this goes back into the show that I did, Human Beings versus Human Doings. Because that's the side effect of this. That is the side effect of being or having a consumerist mindset. Now, based on 2010 statistics, right, which was by the U.S. Census, we have 1.2 trillion in spending power because there's 42 million black people, right? And this is including multiracial African Americans. This includes everybody. They said it's 42 million of us based on the 2010 census. So we have $1.2 trillion in spending power. But what we don't understand is spending power is not wealth. You see? That is not wealth, because wealth is not based on what you make. It is based on what you keep. See, this is why they try to make us believe, because we have this spending power, that we have some type of wealth when we don't. Because that is not wealth. Because that spending power is what you live your life on. You got to eat. Your children have to eat. You have to pay your bills. You have to have somewhere to live. So that's not wealth. That is not wealth. And I need us to understand this. Wealth is not what you make. It is not based on your income. See, the whole high value man narrative and making six figures and all of that got a lot of us thinking that we're wealthy. No, wealth is not measured by your income. It is measured by your net worth. You see? They have us thinking backward. They have us thinking because we make enough money to buy up a bunch of stuff that doesn't mean anything, that doesn't hold any value, that we're wealthy because of this. This is what they have black men thinking. When this mindset that they've programmed in us creates a poverty lifestyle. And we running around here thinking that we actually wealthy when we're not. This is why they constantly throw the rappers at us. This is why they rely heavy on the influence of black male entertainers and sports guys, because these guys are the poster boys of this poverty created lifestyle. They're the poster boys of it. They're the guys that you want to be. You see those guys and be like, oh, I want to get what he has. I want to live like he's living. When you don't understand that what he's teaching you by what you see him doing is to be a consumer. All you do is consume. All you do is pay the same people. All you doing is paying for them and their lifestyle that they want to live. Because you're a consumer. All black men do is spend. Spend. And when when you're living in a consumerist value system, you don't have any investments. And when I say investments are things that you have in your name. How many things are in your name? See, I'm not knocking the one who want to have stocks and bonds and all of those things. I'm not knocking the one who wants to do that. But you have to understand, when you buying stocks and things like that, you are buying into someone else's company. So you're still a consumer. And this is why in the stream that I did, Get Off the Plantation, how this is how a lot of us cannot get off, because of this consumerist mindset, because of the consumerist value system that they taught us. How did this consumerist value system come about? It's right in front of you. They taught you to go from outside in, from wealth to spiritual. And this is how you become a consumer, because you believe that that is what power is. You believe that is what power is, being able to just consume things, and to consume things that have no real value. You know, cars, clothes, jewelry, stuff like that. Those are depreciating assets. These are depreciating assets. These are things that hold no value, which in the end keeps you a what? A consumer. Which does what in the end? Creates poverty for you. Because in this backward lifestyle and having these backward values, you spend more than you make, regardless of your income, and you borrow, paying interest and fees to cover the. How many times do we see this? Where guys spend more than what they make. And they borrowing money. Once they money run out, they borrowing. How many of you know got friends like that? He spent up his check within the first 3 days of him having it. And then he got the nerve to go and ask people for money. And this usually happens, you know, after paying the things that you have to pay for. And then you go and you do what? You go spend your money on things that's of no value. This is what the majority of us brothers do. And we have to understand that this is an impoverished lifestyle. But in front of a bunch of ads and in front of a bunch of big lights and on a stage and on a big TV network, and you put makeup on these guys and you put them in the latest fashion, now that tells young black men, that tells us middle-aged black men that this is how we should live. Most young brothers from the ages of 25, I'm going to say till 45, that's suffering from this mindset. The majority of y'all just want to be fly. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all don't know dudes that are like that. That are between those ages and all they care about is being fly. As long as they got some new fresh kicks and a new outfit, they okay. They fine with whatever. Long as they could be fly, keep their little phone on, make sure they got Wi-Fi. See, this is the impoverished lifestyle that's created when you take on this consumerist value system. This is how dudes live from check to check. He go get him an outfit. He make sure he could get him back and forth to work. He go get him a haircut, pay his little phone bill, and it's over. No investments. And that is because they've taught us, brothers, to work backward. They taught us to work from the outside in instead of inside out. You see? See, we have to understand that the key to this is to follow it the correct way. The correct way is inside out, from 1 to 10, from spiritual to wealth. From the inside out, not the outside in. Because see, what happens is a lot of us brothers, we work so hard on our exterior that we never get a chance to find ourselves. This is why we don't never get a chance to invest in ourselves. We so busy trying to impress everyone else. This is why we invest in everyone else. We trying to impress. This is why we invest in everyone else but ourselves. So you'll brag about having a bunch of stocks, but that's someone else's company. How many people have stock in your company? How many people are buying into you? See, when you follow the 10 life value system from 1 to 10, you understand who you are and you invest in you. And investing in you is building businesses, having your own businesses. Not investing in someone else's, because then that makes you what? A consumer. If you got to go and wear someone else's clothes that you don't do business with, that you don't have any relationships with, you're just a consumer. Because see, if I wear my brother clothing line, then guess what that's doing? That energy and that currency is going to circle back to me, just like it circulated to him and his family. You see? That's the difference. See, in order to switch this from a poverty creation lifestyle to a wealth creation lifestyle, as I just said, we must follow the 10 life value system. We must follow the 10 life value system. Which starts with spiritual value first. Which starts with you. And number 10 is wealth. So when you follow the 10 life value system, salute to our brother Father's Time, you spend less than you make. regardless of your income. And you save and invest the difference. You see? You see the difference? You don't spend more than what you make. You spend less than what you make. And you save and invest the difference. So after you take care of what you have to take care of, what's left, you save and invest. You don't spend it. See, that is how you begin to build wealth. See, because when you do that, then you begin earning interest, dividends, and capital gains. You have to invest as much as possible in sensible priced, appreciating assets. Appreciating assets, not depreciating assets. Which is what the rappers promote to you. You see, the rappers promote depreciating assets. Shout out to Hills In. Appreciate you, family. He said A game code sheep 10 for your discount. Salute, family. See, the rappers, they promote depreciating things. Get you a bunch of clothes, get you a Bentley, get you a bunch of jewelry, and just go in and be a consumer. I spoke on this a long time ago when I said that rappers and entertainers, a lot of those guys, they're walking billboards. They're walking ads for companies to get you to persuade you to buy their products, to consume. Who's the biggest consumers? Black people. Black men, we buy the most Jordans. We buy the most Nikes in a year. And I'm not knocking nobody who do it. Do your thing. But those are depreciating assets. You see, those are things that don't matter in the long run. And brothers, if we're talking about black male agency, we have to deal with things and matters and affairs that is going to help us in all facets. This is why I love the 10 life value system so much, because it's a comprehensive value system. It breaks down all 10 areas of a man's life, all 10. In all areas, you can assess your life as a man. This is why I love the system so much. And if we speaking on wealth, the first thing we have to understand as men is it starts with us. It starts with us. It starts with you. It don't start with the money. It starts with you. Money is a currency. It's an energy. It's about how you move it around. It's about how you invest it. It's about what you do with it. It's not going to do what it's going to do on its own. But a lot of us don't know or understand this because we're taught to just get money and spend money. We're not even taught to value ourselves to the point to understand that we should pay ourselves because we work for our money. This is what the backward value system teaches us. When you're a consumer, you don't value yourself. You value the things that you purchase. And all the things that you consume are reflections of you. But see, you would understand this if you followed the 10 life value system from 1 to 10. Spiritual value first, which is the knowledge of oneself. Understanding who you are. See, when you don't understand who you are, but you're just taught what to do, you're a human doing and not a human being. Human doings are also called automatons. So you don't really know what to do with your money because you're not that important to yourself to invest in yourself. You want to impress everybody, so you go and invest in everybody else. And this is why, brothers, the majority of us are living a poverty lifestyle because we don't even understand how we created it. It was created by us suffering from a consumerist mindset. It is because we are following their value system, which is to value the dollar and not value the man who makes the dollar, who works for the dollar, who circulates the dollar, but just the dollar. And the results of that is you become addicted to what the dollar represents to other people. You like to see that. So this is why you go out and you buy the things that you buy, because you know people like to see those things because those things represent what? A bunch of dollars. So it all goes back to this slave mentality. It all goes back to the plantation, which is in your mind, which is your mindset. And when you are a consumer-based man, you're still a slave. And here in the A Game Nation, we are trying to get black men off of the plantation. The way we do that is by teaching them not to be consumer-based. We're not telling you not to buy anything. We have to buy things, but not to be consumer-based, not to be entrenched in vanity. That is for women. Women like to go out and buy a bunch of shoes and all of that. This is why women like that need men. This is why they need men. Men who have systems, order, and structure. Men who have a value system that's going to say, hold up. Them shoes not important for you to have 100 pair of them. You could be taking that money and investing it in a business. And it's too much of us brothers that are hung up on that. And I understand why. It's because of the culture. You see, it goes back to this, fellas. It goes back to Biocultirons, where now the culture the culture which gives birth to the environment is now spitting out children who are addicted to labels. To where now you have to buy your son some name brand stuff or he not going to feel accepted. To where he has to have the latest fashion when he goes to school. Now, am I saying my sons don't wear Jordans? No, because my sons do. But I let them know that you're just wearing sneakers that you like. Don't get caught up in the fact that, oh, these are Jordans and they're $300, and don't get caught up in that. What's important is you and how you feel when you wear them. Not how much they cost, not if you can go and tell somebody how much they cost and try to make dudes feel bad because they might not have them. See, because those are also the effects of that consumerist mindset. Because it's like, I have more power and influence than you because I can spend more than you. But I'm going to say this again. Wealth is not based on your income. It is based on your net worth. And your net worth is based on your assets, what you own, based on what you owe versus what you owe. Now, you could have a bunch of money, but if you don't own nothing, you're not worth anything. If you own a bunch of depreciating assets, you're not worth anything. So you're not wealthy. You're just living a poverty lifestyle that you created for yourself unknowingly. Because a lot of us brothers do this. We learn this growing up in the hood. We're taught to be consumers. It's all about getting as much money. And when you get that money, you showing everybody that you can spend it. This is the consumerist mindset. This is why the hood is still impoverished. Excuse me. This is why people are still poor in the hood. Because they have this consumerist mindset, which creates poverty. You see? I need brothers to understand how we get to where we are. Because we can talk about where we are, but we got to speak on how we got there and how to make the change. See, because the only way to make the change is you first have to understand that it starts with you, spiritual value, and understand that the money is last. Not you getting money is last, but the importance of you thinking it's so valuable in your life. See, because money is a tool. This is why when you're trying to create wealth and not poverty, you spend less and you invest more. See, because when you start valuing yourself, and I know this personally, I'm living it every day. When you start valuing yourself more, brothers, you begin to invest in yourself more. You want to invest more in all areas. So you're going to what? You're going to invest more into your health. You're going to invest more into what you got going on as far as your business. So you're going to find new ways to promote. You're going to invest more. And stop frivolously spending. And let me not forget to say this. Wealth is tangible and intangible. You see, this is why they say health is wealth. Because it's nothing more wealthier than feeling good and being healthy and being able to breathe and being able to do the things that you want to do freely with your body. Not be sick and bedridden and always stressed out and worried. This is why they say health is wealth, because wealth is tangible and intangible. A doctor has a wealth of knowledge. Shout out to Dr. Holman. Shout out to Dr. Michelle. Shout out to Dr. Sherry. Shout out to Dr. Adeliki. These people, these men and women have a wealth of knowledge. You see? This is why in the 4T method, right? When you're vetting a woman, your time is valuable. You know why? Because you're spending physical time and mental time. You see? So when we speaking about wealth, wealth is tangible and intangible. We have to understand this. But we don't understand that concept. This is why a lot of brothers value the money more than themselves. And this is why a lot of black men work themselves to death. Soon as they stop working, they die. Some of them die on the job. You see? So when we begin to value ourselves more, brothers, as I said, we spend less and we invest more. We invest more into ourselves. Things that will appreciate over time. Because what? We appreciate ourselves. You see why I did the stream where I was breaking down the secret, showing the connection between spiritual value and wealth? You see? Because if you don't see yourself to be important, you won't invest in yourself. You'll keep investing in everyone else and bragging about how you invest in everyone else because you want validation. See, you want validation. You want validation from everyone because you're not self-assured. This is why you don't invest in yourself. You invest in what everyone else like so they can reassure you that you're cool, you're accepted. But when you understand the 10 life value system and understand that it starts with you, you begin to invest in different ways. You begin to invest in real estate. Things that will appreciate over time because you appreciate you. If you appreciate yourself, why are you buying things that depreciate? Why are you racking up on things that depreciate if you appreciate yourself? Shouldn't you be investing more into things that appreciate because you appreciate you? So you see the connection between the spiritual value and the wealth value right there. This is why they say when you buy a car and you drive it off the lot, it depreciates in value. See, in order for us to have power, we have to build black wealth, brothers. And the way we do that is by what? Investing in ourselves. But we first have to understand what? That we're our own agency. You see? If we don't understand that, then how could we build black wealth? How could we do it? If we don't understand this. We have to create a wealthy lifestyle for ourselves. And we can't do that being consumers, being consumer based. We can't do that, brothers. Because, as I said earlier in the show, spending is not power. Spending is not wealth. That is not wealth. But a lot of us think that is, but it's not. Because what are we doing? We're buying a bunch of things that depreciate in value. And that money, we live off that money. That's how we live every day. So that's not wealth. Wealth is not based on your income. Wealth is based on your net worth. Okay? Not your income, but your net worth. And your net worth is based on what you own versus what you owe. So you can make a whole lot of money. Just look at the rappers. Just look at a lot of these athletes. They make a whole lot of money, but a lot of them don't own nothing. They don't own anything. A lot of them don't own anything. A lot of them just have a bunch of depreciating assets. This is why you're starting to see it's a trend. It's a trend on Instagram where now you're seeing a lot of rappers around Christmas time. They just bagging up a bunch of clothes and sneakers and stuff they don't even wear, and they giving them away. It's not worth anything. It's nothing they could do with them. This is why, if you notice, when rappers begin to smarten up, and stop being consumer based, you notice they wear less jewelry. You don't see the big jewelry on their neck. You don't see them driving the big cars. You don't see this stuff no more. It's because those things are things of no value. I remember I was in high school. My dad, he worked for this company, and from school, I used to go to his job. And one day, I didn't even know I was speaking to his boss the whole time until he told me, because his boss he had on a pair of LA Gears and a white t-shirt. And my dad told me, do you know he's the owner of the company? See, you have to understand that it's a mindset that has to come along with the lifestyle. And this is why we say we on our A game over here. Because we're trying to become the best version of ourselves on all levels. It's not about competing and being flashy, and it's not about that over here in the A game family. It's about making results. It's about making it happen and making the results shown and not glamorized to people. But it's going to show. And it shows in the lifestyle that you live. And over here in the A game family, we are creating a wealthy lifestyle for one another. This is why in the 10 life values, it starts with what? The internal 5. The internal 5. Which is spiritual value, health value, family value, appearance value, dwelling value. Those should be the 5 most important things to you, brothers, in your life. The first 5 most important things in your life should be you, your health, your family, your appearance, and your dwelling. Because what? That begins the wealth creation process. You see? That begins the wealth creation process because the process starts with you and how you see yourself and how you feel about yourself and your current mental state, your physical well-being, where you live and the conditions of where you live, your family and the conditions of your family. See, these are the most important things. First, when creating a wealthy lifestyle, because who want to have a bunch of money and dying from cancer? Who want to have a bunch of money and no one to be around them to enjoy it with? Or you just going to enjoy it with a bunch of strangers? So you don't have no family. You don't have no friends. That's still living a life of poverty. So when you hear people saying, oh, it's lonely at the top and all of that, I mean, that sounds good sometimes, but I think a lot of times Dudes say it's lonely at the top because they didn't want nobody up there with them. And see, that's an internal issue. Hence why I say we have to heal before we build. So, brothers, the solution to a poverty creation lifestyle is to create a wealthy lifestyle. And how do you do this? Is first, you have to understand it starts with the inside of you. Healing. All of the things that will affect you internally as a man, you have to get in order. And then let me say that again. After addressing your internal issues, you are now on the process or in the process of creating a wealthy lifestyle, because you've addressed your trauma, you've addressed your mental and physical health, you've dealt with the issues in your family, or addressed the family traumas that you've dealt with. Because see, we have to understand that not addressing these things, it keeps us from wealth. Keeps us from wealth. Because those unresolved family issues leads to addictions, which leads to you spending your money on depreciating assets. But when you begin to heal and to love yourself more and to understand yourself more, you'll invest more in the things that are important, like your education, like a new profession. You will want to become better. And that is living a wealthy lifestyle. You got to be physically and mentally healthy to live wealthy. You can't say you're living wealthy and your family is in an upheaval. Your house is in the uproar. Your life is just a mess, man. And a lot of black men who follow this backward way of living, even the guys who got a bag, their lives is a mess. And all you're doing is living a poverty lifestyle because your life is a mess. And what you're doing is you're using your money to keep sweeping the mess under the rug and under the couches. We got to stop that, man. Because we got to heal before we build. Because here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, you guys who are in my chat room, y'all are visionaries. Y'all are the visionaries. So y'all already know what that leads to. So brothers, got to stop living this poverty lifestyle, man, and understand what living a poverty lifestyle is. So y'all sound off in the comment section. Y'all also answer that poll that I put up before the show. Drop me y'all opinions in the comment section before we get up out of here. I want to salute to the A Game family. I want to salute to the A Game Nation. Shout out to Malika. I appreciate you. He said, thank you for this valuable lesson. I really needed it. I appreciate you, bro. Much love. Shout out to Sheed. Shout out to Laura. Appreciate you. Shout out to Kennedy Monroe. Yes, sir. Understanding your real value is priceless. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Bishop. A Game family in the building. Shout out to the lovely Chickadee. Hey, Chickadee. What's going on? The Geek Surgeon, welcome. Oh, you said don't forget the finance stuff. Well, when we speaking on money and buying power and things like that, that's finance in itself. You know, Geek Surgeon. Shout out to Heels In for tuning in. Appreciate you, family. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. Appreciate you for tuning in, love. A Game family. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure y'all share the stream. Make sure y'all like the stream. Make sure y'all share the stream. She says it starts with you people. It starts with you. People can't build if they don't heal a house, can't build with the foundation. 100. The past will repeat itself if you don't deal with it. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Greenwood, Rosewood, Greensboro, and all other black towns, money building communities and relationships for the people. Exactly. Exactly. And the way we get back to that is we have to understand that that consumerist value system we have to do away with. And we have to replace it with the wealth creation lifestyle. So once again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Salute to all the visionaries in the chat. Salute to the A Game family. Salute to the A Game Nation. Before we get up out of here, make sure you get down in that description box and join this A Game lifestyle, brothers. Join this A Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. Get down in the description box. Click that link and at your checkout, type in promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10 to get a discount off on your purchase. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, salute to all the visionaries, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.